Alex kicked off week 13 by going to the store and buying himself some new knives for his collection. They're very pretty and really good. On Monday, he was able to put those knives to good use in preparing us a salmon dinner. On Tuesday, with this crazy warm weather, we got started by moving our game time with the youth back outside with GaGa Ball. On Thursday, I headed back to my mom's. We dealt with some tech issues, but we also spent a lot of time working on the cow puzzle from last week. She hadn't had a whole lot of time to make a lot of progress, but we got maybe a third of it done. I also spent a little time tuning her piano. Turns out that I adjusted all 3 strings to match, but now they're all flat. I'll just do better next week.
Well, this week I read A Dark Forgetting by Kristen Ciccarelli. And it's a YA fantasy, although I felt like it was a little bit more toward new adult than it was toward YA. It was deep and rich and layered. There were some spicy scenes that made it feel a little bit more adult than YA. But I felt like it was an interesting exploration of a young woman who's out there pursuing her dream to become a singer and somehow gets dragged back into her past. Her grandpa who raised her is dealing with Alzheimer's, and she finds out that the Wood King, who is the, it's like, okay, she's living on the edge of this wood where all these creepy, weird things happen. And the Wood King has taken him as a tithe, and so she's got to rescue him. So it's an interesting fantasy that ties the real world in with this, this enchanted wood. It was a little bit dark. At the same time, I felt like it was hopeful and there was some positive things, but I didn't see it coming. So I would say A Dark Forgetting would be a great fit for a lot of people, and I enjoyed it a lot.
On Saturday, it was my birthday. We started out by playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which is a fun cooperative bomb defusing and communication game. It's one of my favorites, but it requires more than one player to play, so it's a good family game. Then we moved on to Flux. Then I opened my gift from the kids. They got me a new HDMI monitor for my office space at home. It'll make it easier to work on the vlog. And finally, we headed to the Brinkerhof, where Alex works, for dinner. It's a beautiful restaurant and a great location. It was nice because the head chef saw us come in and gave us a full set of appetizers, compliments of the chef. I got the spare ribs, which were wonderful. Trina got the French dip and Amon got the Diablo sandwich, so they got to eat the rolls that Alex had made at his shift earlier that morning. Melissa and Alex split the Polanco steak Florentine, and for dessert, we got the pot de crème au chocolat and the carrot cake. It was our first time having the famous Brinkerhof carrot cake because last time Alex was having a bit of a standoff with the restaurant's most famous dessert. Afterwards, we peeked into the new bar Hummingbird next door. Everybody's been talking about these 12-foot chandeliers inside. All in all, it was a great birthday, and I felt very celebrated.